Hey planner friends, thanks for pressing play. As you can see, I have a bit of a mess here. I was in the middle of filming a tutorial for you guys and it wasn't working out, so I thought I would go ahead and switch gears. But what I wanted to show you was how I took the rings out of my Carpe Diem planner cover. I was going to do the same thing in the Recollections cover using the same method, but it doesn't work in here. So there is a reason that you have to bend the rings and cut into the seams on these Recollections planner covers. That's the way everybody does it in all the tutorials, and I thought I could use my method for the Carpe Diem in this, but it just doesn't work, and I'll explain why in a second. But for those of you who are thinking about doing this for Carpe Diem, I just wanted to see if I could explain it to you guys and help out a little more. So obviously the rings were here, and I have an A5 binder that I started doing this with, and I changed my mind, but I can kind of show you the method to it here, okay? So here's my rings. You can see I already started to pop them off over here. See that? You can see how that's all kind of chewed up. But, oh, it's popping off on both sides now. I'm gonna see if I can fix this because I'm not sure if I want to keep this like this. So when I got the Carpe Diem binder, my goal was to try and remove them without having to get into the stitching or scraping this up. And I did nick it a few places, but that's not very noticeable. I might like stick a little bead of glue on there to hold that still so it doesn't tear anymore. But this is a little bit different. This A5 one is a little bit different than the personal in that this little grommet thingy, if that's what you call it, on the personal one has like a flat button type of surface, where this one is similar to the Recollections and it's just like this open grommet. But the Carpe Diem ones, they're a lot flimsier actually in terms of the grommet than the Recollections ones are. These are actually really sturdy and thick. And I was trying to do the same method here and I couldn't do it. But what I did here was I took these needle nose pliers, I think that's what they're called, and I just squeezed the grommet. Just like this, I just squeezed it until it was thin enough that I could just pop the rings off. And I'm sorry I don't have a proper tutorial for this. But anyway, so after that, and I'm not gonna do this here because, as I said, I wanna keep this. I'm not sure what I wanna do with it yet. But after you pop that off, you take your wire cutters and just cut down the grommet. And like I said, these are a lot flimsier than the Recollections ones. You can't do this in the Recollections ones. Maybe you could if you had some heavy duty wire cutters, but not with these jewelry ones. So you just cut it down, and you'll see that's what I have right here. There's a little bit of the metal still sticking up, so I'm just gonna try and trim that down a little bit more and see if I can get that more flush. That's all. I mean, it literally took me less than 5 minutes to do this one, and I just think it looks a lot cleaner than some of the Recollections ones I've seen. So I'm gonna try and trim this down, maybe show you guys how I did this a little bit. So I don't want to cut into the leather at all. And it gets kind of hard at this point because when you squeeze it, it kind of shifts around. So there I just cut off a little tiny piece. It doesn't have to be perfect, but my goal is to get it so that it won't poke through the stickers that I put on top. I don't want to layer washi tape over it because I just don't like having the big strip right here. I liked the look of the stickers better. And these were from the tiny, it's upside down. These are from the tiny Happy Planner sticker book. These little rose gold stickers, and they stuck really well to this, which was surprising to me. They started popping off when the metal was poking through. But anyways, let's try and trim this down. If you would like to try this, and this is the whole reason I tried this to begin with, Hobby Lobby has these on extreme clearance right now, these binders, both the personal and the A5. So it is now February 9th, 2018, and I guess they marked down a lot of planner stuff because they're going to come out with the new stuff. So it's definitely worth checking out. Hopefully there's still some stuff there. I actually might go back this weekend or even later today. This is Friday. You know, I respect that Hobby Lobby is closed on Sunday, that they're giving that day of rest to their employees, but at the same time, I'm a working mom. So the only day now that I can get to Hobby Lobby is Saturday, or if I take time off of work, like during my lunch break, and it's a 20-minute drive to get there. So that's always not easy to do. So yeah, first world problems, planner girl problems. It's kind of frustrating. So, anyway, the planner was marked down to $7.50. It's usually $30. Can't beat that. Oh wow, this is really flushed out. And then the A5 one, the bigger one, was $10 and it's normally $40. So amazing deal. I highly recommend you doing that if they're still marked down. All right, this is actually working really well. I love these Carpe Diem binders. They work well with my plans. The Recollections did not. So I cut a little bit of the leather there, I think. It's okay. All right. This one's like buttery smooth. That's perfect. This one's still a little jagged. So anyway, let me know if you guys decide to try this or if you have any other recommendations. I love doing stuff like this, guys. And I have a feeling that a lot of my planner videos might end up being Frankenplanning type of things. Because I just love hacking into things and doing DIY stuff and making my own inserts and stuff. I've already started to experiment with that a bit. Oh wow, in this lighting I can actually see, the dye on the rings that were in here actually dyed the leather a little bit. I don't know if you guys can see that. I haven't seen that until just now in this sunlight. That's funny. Good thing that's covered up then, right? Huh. Or is it the Happy Planner ones that's stating it? That's interesting. So I just wanted to speed this up real quick, but what I do here is I just trim it down a little bit more until I get it flush, and then I take these other little pliers and I try and bend the metal a little bit under the leather. That didn't really work, but that's just what I'm trying to do here. Smooth, smooth. Okay, let me get some stickers. Alright, so this is the tiny sticker book from Happy Planner. And here are the stickers that I used. I'm just going to go ahead and grab the same hearts as I did before because my planner is a Valentine's theme right now. And I just like the way that the rose gold, oh, sorry llama. I like the way that the rose gold looks with the color of the planner. Okay. So you could totally use washi. You could use some decorative duct tape even. I think I've seen, or I saw on Instagram on a story, a woman was talking about doing some sort of vinyl or some faux leather or something, you know, whatever works. I'm doing the stickers because it's less permanent. I could change it up. So where is my actual planner? Here it is. Okay, so here's my actual Happy Planner. It's a chunky mini. I have multiple planners in here and some extra inserts I made. So in order to get the Happy Planner inside of this binder, you have to trim it down. It's the cover, I mean. It's just a little bit too tall to stick this in here. So what I did is I just trimmed it down a little bit at a time using a paper cutter until I was able to get it to slide in smoothly in. There's a bit of resistance, but I wanted it to be pretty snug and secure. So there we go. Ta-da! You know, I think it might be the Happy Planner rings that are dyeing this. Huh. I cannot wait until I can get my hands on some of the metal rings. I'm gonna go to Michael's on Sunday, I think, and see if I can find some. So there we go. I apologize that this isn't a true tutorial on how to do this, but hopefully that's helpful to you guys who are asking about it. And thank you for sitting here with me as I improved my planner and experimented. So taking a look at this Recollections planner again, I just don't think you can do that method with this unless you have better tools. I tried to squeeze down the grommet here in the very beginning before I started ripping these up, and they're a lot more flush with the rings themselves, and I wasn't able to use these and squeeze them down. But if you're gonna try removing the rings from a Recollections binder, you might as well try it before try this method before you get into cutting open the inside of the planner. And you can see I've already started scraping this up here, scratching the faux leather when I was trying to rip up the rings. And so I much prefer the Carpe Diem method. But I guess really it comes down to your cover preference. Recollection has a lot more options in terms of the colors. Carpe Diem, I mean, I'm not super familiar with Carpe Diem. This is the first of the products that I've bought, but it seems like they have more of these themed lines of planner products that they come out with, where Recollections, it's just like all the colors. They have holograms and different prints and stuff, so there's a lot more options, so I understand getting these. Now, just comparing the two binders, if we're looking at quality, the quality of the Carpe Diem is a lot nicer in terms of the fabric. It feels a lot smoother and it's like more buttery. I don't really know how to explain it. It's just nicer. The Recollections feels a lot cheaper. However, the rings inside of here are sturdier. So, you know, I guess it's a compromise. And this is all frayed here. I barely even use these. I used it as a wallet for a tiny bit several months ago, and it's super frayed. So anyway, I hope that's helpful to you guys. And yeah, thanks for watching. Have a great one. Have a blessed day. Bye.